me tell ya about this all right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life. I blocked you, even though I know you was gonna go to Atlanta, and I was like, I didn't want to know what you was doing out there. I told you I blocked. You was calling me all private numbers all morning. You was calling my mama, everything.
It looks like Offset is seriously not doing well right now. Cardi B just revealed that he's been blowing up her phone with desperate texts, telling her he can't live without her and even threatening to do something drastic if she doesn't leave certain things in the past. What started off as just another wild breakup has taken a dark, dangerous turn. Cardi's been trying to protect her peace, but Offset's emotional breakdown is crashing through all of that, and it's getting scary, and the craziest part? This might only be the beginning. Offset's image has always flipped between chill and chaotic, but this new chapter feels way more serious. Back in late March 2025, Cardi went live on X and dropped a bombshell that left everyone in shock. She told her fans that Offset wasn't just begging her to come back. He was allegedly threatening both his life and hers if she didn't cut off certain people or behaviors. That hit hard, especially coming from a man who, for months, acted like he didn't care. Offset had been playing it cool, moving like he was unbothered, like he didn't give a damn who Cardi was dating or how she chose to live her life. But behind the scenes, totally different story. This ain't just heartbreak. It's turning into a full-on emotional meltdown, and Cardi's stuck in the middle of the storm. Behind the scenes, it's a whole different story, way darker than anyone thought.
All that was mad. He's mad about that. Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me and him having sex. That's the type of I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leaves me voice notes, trying to put my self-esteem to the ground, and I'm so tired of it.
This wasn't just some random emotional outburst from Offset. According to Cardi B, the texts and calls haven't let up at all. She says they've been non-stop, obsessive, aggressive, and straight up disturbing. It's giving toxic, not closure. This ain't a man trying to move on. This is someone refusing to let go, even if he won't say that out loud. Offset's online silence, it's not just him staying low-key, it's starting to feel like he's hiding something way more twisted. And now Cardi's tired of keeping it quiet. She's pulling back the curtain and showing people what's really going on. One of the wildest moments. Cardi says she actually reached out to Offset's current girl, rumored to be model Melanie Jada, who had been seen flexing with him on a luxury shopping spree in Dubai. Cardi claims she sent Melanie screenshots of Offset's disturbing messages, not to be petty, but to give her a reality check, a warning.
This nigga, right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life.
But that move reportedly made Offset snap. Cardi says he totally lost his mind after finding out. Even though just days earlier, he allegedly sent some shady, explicit revenge content to Stefon Diggs, Cardi's rumored new man. That double standard had everyone raising eyebrows. And it didn't end there. Cardi revealed this scary pattern. Offset always goes off the rails when she travels. She says he starts spamming her with voice notes packed with nasty insults, trying to break her down, tear at her confidence, and keep her under control. It's not just emotional. It's psychological warfare. Some of the messages Cardi says she got were beyond cruel, explicit, humiliating, and clearly meant to tear her down.
Hey, we have. What's up, Twin? Drew. Cut the light on. Yeah, man. I just want to let y'all folk know we having shit. Know what I mean? It's here. I'm going up out of this though. Y'all live with that. How you
But it didn't stop there. she claims Offset even FaceTimed her while he was chilling with his new girlfriend, like he was trying to mess with her head, play with her emotions, and keep some grip on her from afar. That's next level messed up. It's heartbreaking, especially coming from someone like Cardi, who's known for her fire and strength. Even she admitted she's exhausted. She didn't sugarcoat it either, calling it emotional abuse straight up. She talked about revenge games, obsessive voice notes, and non-stop psychological pressure that, in her words, just wore her out. This ain't about jealousy anymore. It's about survival, boundaries. A woman fighting for her peace while being dragged back into chaos she didn't ask for. And here's the thing, it might sound shocking, but Cardi's been warning us for a minute. Back in January, she publicly accused Offset and his mom of stealing from her. She didn't spill all the details, but the vibe was heavy. Around the same time, she also pointed out that Offset was keeping his distance from their kids. She said he skipped out on holiday time with them. Meanwhile, he was busy showing up big for his other children, flooding them with gifts. Fans were left asking, was this really about parenting? Or was it just another way to hurt Cardi? Everything points to one clear pattern: control. From the non-stop texts to the mind games and cold neglect, Offset's behavior isn't just chaotic, it's a calculated emotional mess. This ain't just drama anymore. Cardi's fans are calling it what it is: coercive control. And honestly, they're not wrong. The constant cycle of sweet talk, guilt-tripping, humiliation, and mental games, it's all starting to look like a pattern, a dark, calculated one that's draining Cardi B to the core. People close to her say this latest meltdown from Offset has a specific trigger, and his name is Stefon Diggs. Offset isn't just upset that Cardi moved on, he's furious. The fact that she's now linked to someone as high-profile as Diggs apparently sent Offset into a spiral. And when begging her to end, it didn't work? That's when things took a scary turn. The messages turned darker, the threats got worse, and suddenly Offset's acting out publicly like never before. Insiders say Offset has been straight up pleading with Cardi to take him back, begging for one more shot, promising to change, and urging her not to finalize the divorce. But Cardi? She's not falling for it. She's been down this road. Back in 2020, she filed for divorce the first time, calling him out for cheating. They patched things up for a while, tried again, and Cardi even gave him the benefit of the doubt. But by last year, it was clear. Nothing really changed. And now, it's deeper than cheating. Cardi says the real issue is his absence, not just as a partner, but emotionally, financially, and even as a father. She claims she's the one holding everything down, solo. Offset's behavior isn't just reckless, it's leaving a trail of emotional wreckage, and Cardi's the one paying the price. Cardi says she's been the only one stepping up for the kids, handling school fees, paying for security, covering childcare, everything. Meanwhile, Offset? She claims he couldn't even be bothered to show up. And this isn't just disappointment, it's straight up betrayal. And for Cardi, that betrayal might have been the final straw. Now with Offset allegedly threatening to harm himself, things have taken a disturbing and dangerous turn. But Cardi isn't backing down. She's done holding on to any hope that a few apologies might fix it. According to her, he's not sorry. He hasn't changed. And she's not letting guilt pull her back into the same pain that nearly broke her before. This divorce? It's not just paperwork. It's her escape route. It's about protecting herself, her kids, and her peace. Offset's emotional spiral has gotten so intense, it's no longer just sad. It's terrifying. And the latest trigger? A photo. Yep, it all blew up when Offset saw a pic of his son, Wave, rocking the same braided hairstyle as Stefon Diggs, Cardi's rumored new man. That innocent image sent Offset into a full-blown rage. He didn't just get mad, he snapped. He jumped on X, posting angry rants, throwing out veiled threats, and publicly questioning how he was supposed to react to someone playing with his kid. In one now-deleted post, he even wrote, "Somebody died for playing with my son." That post? Chilling. Fans weren't just concerned, they were alarmed. What started as heartbreak has now turned into something way more dangerous. And it's all unfolding in front of the world. Call it the breaking point or the crash show, because Offset was spiraling. And it wasn't just about the braids. That photo of Wave wasn't just a hairstyle, it was a symbol. To Offset, it was like someone else was stepping into a role he once had. Not just as Cardi's man, but as a father figure to his son. That alone stung. But pair it with the viral video of Cardi twerking on Stefon Diggs while he playfully slapped her behind, that sent Offset over the edge. While Cardi and Diggs looked unbothered, vibing and living it up, Offset was out here completely losing it, acting reckless, trying to show the world that he still mattered in Cardi's life. But truth is, that energy has shifted, and everyone sees it now. And behind closed doors, it only got worse. Cardi said Offset's behavior took a dark turn. Real disturbing. After he sent her threatening texts, she made a bold move. She forwarded them straight to his new girl, Melanie Jada, the model spotted shopping with him in Dubai. And that sent Offset into a full-blown rage. He was furious. But Cardi stood 10 toes down. Why? Because according to her, Offset had already crossed way bigger lines. She says he sent revenge-style explicit content to Stefon Diggs all out of jealousy. And that's not all. Cardi also shared that whenever she travels, Offset spirals hard. She claims he hits her with a storm of voice notes. Cruel, degrading, straight-up nasty. Not just to hurt her, but to chip away at her self-esteem little by little. It's emotional warfare. And it's non-stop. This wasn't just a bad night or some emotional slip. It was months of mind games, manipulation, and psychological warfare dressed up as fake apologies, and things only got darker. Cardi opened up in a raw, emotional live session on X, telling fans that her marriage had completely drained her, not just emotionally, but mentally and physically too. She didn't hold back either. Cardi admitted in her own words, "I was going to end up going to jail because I was going to end up killing him. Seriously, with my bare hands." That kind of honesty hit hard. Fans finally started seeing Offset's behavior for what it really was. Not heartbreak, but control. And just when folks thought Offset might finally chill, he vanished. Out of nowhere, he deactivated both his Instagram and X accounts. No post, no goodbye, just disappeared. And let's be real, that kind of ghost move screams emotional damage. Publicly, he was ducking the heat. But privately? Sources say he was losing it over Cardi's new connection with Stefon Diggs. And the cold realization that this time, things might be really over. But then came the most jaw-dropping part of all. Amid all this chaos, Offset reportedly filed for child support. Yup, while Cardi's out here paying for everything, the kids' private school, full-time security, round-the-clock care. Offset had the nerve to ask for money. Fans were shook. Like, how's the parent doing nothing financially asking for support when the one holding it all down is Cardi? This ain't just messy, it's shameless. Cardi's got an estimated net worth between $80 to $100 million, while Offset's sitting somewhere around $30 million. And still, he walked into court asking for more. Word on the street is the judge granted joint custody but gave primary residence to Cardi for the sake of the kids' stability. But nobody missed the irony in that move. Like, how can Offset be out here demanding child support when, according to Cardi, he's barely even present? She's been loud about it too. Recently, Cardi publicly called him out for being emotionally and financially unavailable. She says he hasn't been there. Not for the kids, not for their milestones, not even for her when things got hard. While Cardi's been juggling platinum records, solo parenting, and non-stop media pressure, Offset's been more focused on optics than responsibilities. According to Cardi, he treats fatherhood like it's just a flashy Instagram caption or a cute birthday post. But real parenting? That's about being there, and by her account, Offset has missed the mark over and over again. For Cardi, the marriage didn't just fall apart, it crumbled slowly. She opened up about the emotional load she carried behind the scenes, constantly trying to keep it all together, faking the smiles, and shielding their kids from all the chaos. But now, she's done pretending. With the spotlight off the fantasy, Cardi's finally saying it plain, calling Offset a deadbeat dad and dragging him publicly when needed. More importantly, she's taking her peace back, and she's not letting anyone rob her of it again. But not everyone online is riding the wave of sympathy for Cardi. The internet's split. Some folks are still backing Offset, claiming his public breakdowns come from regret, not manipulation. They say he's hurting, not scheming. And then there's the messy part, rumors flying about Cardi's timeline with Stefon Diggs. People are asking whether Cardi and Diggs might have been a thing before her breakup with Offset was officially done. Back then, she was 8 months pregnant, and fans were already whispering that something was going on between her and the NFL star behind the scenes. And then DJ Academics stirred the pot by claiming, "These industry girls are paying dudes to be with them. Diggs smashed and other rappers' girls too." That lit social media on fire. If any of that's true, then Offset's heartbreak might be more than just bruised pride. Maybe it's betrayal. Real or imagined, that sting runs deep. Still, even taking all that into account, most people agree that Offset's recent behavior has gone way past the line. The threats, the messy online outbursts, and that alleged revenge content? That's not heartbreak. It's coercion. And even some of Offset's former defenders are starting to back away, questioning whether his remorse is real or just a performance. Meanwhile, Cardi and Diggs keep popping up together, laughing, holding hands, showing love in public like they're not fazed one bit. Offset, on the other hand, is getting dragged online. People are accusing him of weaponizing his mental health, using it as a tool to control the narrative, or worse, to manipulate Cardi. And it's not that people don't think he might be struggling, it's just that the timing, the patterns, and the meltdowns all point towards something way more calculated. Offset's spiral is starting to look less like pain and more like a desperate move to reclaim control over something he already lost. And the wild part? He had his chances, multiple. Cardi gave him time, forgiveness, and the benefit of the doubt again and again. But now, that door's closed for good. Not out of bitterness, but for survival. For Cardi, this isn't just about having a new man, it's about finally putting herself and her kids first. And social media? Oh, they've been saying it loud. One user posted, "Offset ain't heartbroken. He's just mad he can't control her no more. A man like that don't love nobody." Another chimed in, "I hate dudes who don't treat you right but still won't let you go." And someone else really dropped the mic saying, "Sending revenge pics to the mother of your kids just to spite her new man is the goofiest thing I've seen in all my 31 years. So, what's the real story here? Is Offset truly torn up over love lost? Or is this just another sneaky play to control the narrative? Drop your take in the comments. We need to hear what you think. Is this real remorse or straight-up manipulation? Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss the tea on your favorite celebs. Catch you in the next one. It's only getting messier from here.